Tragedies like the 1999 mass shooting at Columbine and the 2012 massacre at Sandy Hook Elementary School keep safety and emergency plans on the minds of those running school corporations. News Center 16's Tricia Hart took a closer look at some of the steps school districts in our area take to keep students safe, not only from intruders, but from a worst-case scenario, attack. Tricia joins us live in the studio with her third and final report.
Well, Maureen, there's a lot that goes unnoticed in area schools. What some may think are renovations are actually safety upgrades designed to keep students safe from potential threats. The Penn Harris-Madison School Corporation walked me through just some of its safety procedures and protocols. While they say violence is by no means prevalent at their schools, they're working towards as much preparedness as possible.
Here at PHM, we're not in denial. We know that violence can occur and may occur at any point in time.
Each and every day, some 10,600 students enter and leave the halls of Penn Harris-Madison School Corporation.
We take a lot of precautions within Penn Harris-Madison schools to alleviate some of the violence.
Last year, staff confiscated 10 weapons, ranging from knives and razor blades to 2 airsoft pistols. But if you ask Mike Sager, Director of Student Safety for the district, violence isn't something he regularly sees in PHM.
So to be able to identify exactly what everyone is bringing in is extremely difficult. But we do have and we do practice supervision at all of our entrances.
We took a look at the school corporation's 3-layer approach in action at Bittersweet Elementary School. The primary goal? To keep unwanted visitors from gaining access to students. Exterior and interior windows are tinted, better for energy saving, but with the main effect of slowing down the rate of entry. This is the 3M windows in action. Even after a bullet pierces the glass, it takes nearly a minute to break through. The idea being that during this time, students and teachers can run for safety.
Hello.
Then there's the entrances. Not one, but 2 doors lead into the school, and both are monitored by video cameras. If an intruder actually makes it past this first tier of security, or if a student is the aggressor, staff armed with panic buttons can lock the learning centers remotely.
If that individual starts walking through here, then he's not going to be able to get any further unless he's got an access card.
It's not until a staff member uses their key card that the corridor doors can be unlocked. Moving on to the final layer of defense. PHM classrooms are retrofitted with Columbine locks. Faculty and staff can quarter off their classroom without ever stepping foot into the hallway.
We train our teachers in the avoid, deny, and defend, ADD principle. Avoid any type of threat, deny entry into the classroom, make sure that when they're in the classroom, they defend themselves.
Thankfully, the school corporation has never put these protocols into practice, but 6 years ago, they came eerily close.
In 2008, Penn High School had an incident of a planned Columbine-type attack, and it was a school resource officer who identified through social media some of the dialogue that was taking place.
A 16-year-old freshman used MySpace to communicate with a then 33-year-old Lee Billy from Cleveland. Authorities say the two exchanged messages in which they discussed simultaneous mass murders at Penn High School and in Ohio. In those messages, the teen stated that it would be awesome if he could use the same weapon that was used in the Columbine shooting, a Tech DC-9 9mm automatic. Investigators found over 100 knives and several illegal pets like rattlesnakes in the teen's home, as well as a handwritten notebook with references of killing a large number of people and evidence of bomb-making research on his computer. The teen ultimately pleaded guilty to juvenile charges.
Throughout the country, there's a number of planned events that have been diverted because people have shared.
Now PHM, like most districts in the area, has school resource officers that not only patrol the halls, but do their own homework, investigating threats and checking in with students who may be on the edge. And with all the precautions taken, whether it's school resource officers, those safety locks and glass, one thing that we do not see in Michiana is really metal detectors in our schools.
Yeah, and you'd think metal detectors would be useful, especially when you think about Columbine and Sandy Hook. Yeah. Why aren't they in our schools?
I actually spoke with a few districts about that, and they said based on the number of weapons, as we saw in part one, they just aren't confiscating a lot of handguns and firearms, which is what you see in those school districts around the country that use metal detectors. So it's not to that level around here.
Okay, thanks a lot, Tricia. It's really been an eye-opener. for a lot of parents, I'm sure. And if you'd like to check out Tricia's special report on weapons in our schools, you can find all 3 parts on WNDU.com. And we'll be back after this short break.